Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you on this first SportMind event here in Prague. I'm really glad to see you here in Czech Republic. At the beginning, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Martin Jurik, call me Martin, and I'm a moderator of this event. I'm a salesperson, and these kind people from SportMind chose me because they hope that I will set up a relaxing and kind atmosphere to this event. As you have some expectations of this event and you decided to come here, I have my own expectation, and this is to enjoy this. This is my first time job, and this is the first SportMind event, so enjoy it and let's start. I would like to invite here George Simonek as a founder of SportMind, and he will tell you and he will introduce you SportMind as a company here. George, show is yours.
Thanks, Martin. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first SportMind event. I will start with some basic story about the SportMind and about the CA method. We started with the CA method and color association method in the year 1981. It was the year when my father combined first colors and association methods. And in that year, we call it that the CA method was invented. Yeah, you can imagine the start without the computers. It was some Stone Age. Yeah, when people were choosing the associations to some cards, paper cards from colors, and then there was a huge computation on the paper. But through the years, we developed some computation core. In 2006, somewhere here, was established the DAP Services, the mother company of SportMind. And in year 2007, we developed first HR concepts for education. And through the years, we gathered a lot of non-sport field references in big companies, in education systems. For example, in Slovakia, we are integrated in all education system on the government level. And then we go to the market research, and in 2015 we decided that it's time to bring the SportMind concept to the place, to the market. We knew that before this year we can apply color association method in the market of the sports. However, when we were on the meetings, we heard that it's not the right time in that years, because the sports environment were not prepared for the real mental preparation. In that year, we decided that it's time, and we created the SportMind concept, created this brand. And we started with some, let's say, small clients, small clubs. And then in the next years, we entered a couple of countries with this concept. And we started to work with the bigger clients, like you see here. Just now, I believe we have a couple of reference clients, which we can see here, some chosen references. We adapted just now a SportMind for 14 languages. It is, you can see these languages here. It is necessary for us to have it really adapted in these languages, because it's common that we are working with international teams. Yeah? And it's necessary to do the diagnostics in the origin language, yeah. Because yesterday I was in Svitavy, and they have two new U.S. Players, yeah, from America. So they need to use U.S. English, yeah. We just now have two languages, UK English and US English, because the players from UK have another meanings hidden under the words, yeah, what they are using, and it's necessary. Even the players learn language, like for example Czech language, on some standard level. It's better to do the diagnostics in the language of origin because of the meanings of the words. We covered just now 31 sports. I think the main sports are covered just now. From Slovakia, where I have you, we just now heard that we need words for and setup of SportMind for MMA and karate and these kind of sports. So just now we don't cover only mainstream sports, and we cover, let's say, smaller sports, yeah, and it's still growing, yeah. You can just now in UK see that we have a netball which came from New Zealand, but we are really open and still developing the SportMind to be more flexible, to be better. The last slide from the start is from me about the integration. I'm happy that in this year we started with integration, because we heard in last years that we are measuring really mind and subconscious part of the brain very well. However, then it's needed to be connected with some physical sensors. Yeah, because one thing is that your head is prepared, but if your body is not prepared, then it still not work. Yeah. So we started with the integration. You can see just now here our partners. I am happy to say that we are starting the cooperation or set up the cooperation with MySASI, which you can see here, guys from MySASI. In the breaks, you can see how the heart rate variability sensors works. Yeah, and we are happy to combine it with them because something what we cannot measure and cannot predict, they can measure and predict, and when something is happening with the body and they don't know what is happening, we can explain through the SportMind. Yeah, you can see Diagnostics. You can see Diagnostics there. It's about measuring of your eyes. You can see there, and again, when we are measuring some parameters which are covering the mindset for the perceiving the wider range of the playground, for example, and what is happening with the ball, what is happening with the players. So then we have some practices for the sport, and we not so easily increase these parameters. But when you repair your eyes, then you perceive a lot of stimulus from the playground and from your surrounding very easily. Yeah. So sometimes when we measure something and we don't know how to do the intervention can be done on the physical level. That's the reason why we are connecting with these people and with these companies. Of course, we have just now, I have to say, very strong cooperation with hockey development and training system in Slovakia. and we have this cooperation at least for 2 years, and it's growing stronger and stronger in Slovakia. And the last one, I'm happy to say that we did the integration with SAP. You can see SAP Sports one there, but it's better to wait for the presentation from Sebastian, who will explain what is SAP Sports One and why we did this integration. From my point of view, this is the high-level integration what we did, and I'm happy that our long project is at the line where we can go to the kickoff and produce. So, what to say is that we believe in the power of complex data, but we, as people in SportMind, are still focused on the CA method. Yeah? And that's why we are making these cooperations. Yeah, and even we have the first SportMind event. I'm happy to see that we have first partners here, and they can have their presentation here. Yeah, so that's from the start, from my side, everything. Thank you for your attention at the start, and I think we can move to the next presentation. And I'm happy to see here our colleague from Serbia, Marijana Mladenovic, because we know each other for 5-6 years, and we were on a couple of conferences, and we really enjoyed it every time. So